After its debut as weightlifting in the Tokyo 1964 Paralympic Games, the sport, now known as powerlifting, expanded from just male lifters with a spinal cord injury to include athletes with physical impairments that affect their lower limbs or hips, or athletes with short stature. Female powerlifters made their Paralympic debut in 2000. Powerlifting is the ultimate test of upper body strength, and you'll often see athletes lifting more than 3 times their own body weight. Powerlifters are split into 10 different categories based on body weight for each gender. Powerlifting consists of one discipline, a bench press. Unlike the able-bodied sport where athletes use their feet on the floor to assist the bench press, Paralympic athletes lie totally flat on a completely different style of bench. Each competitor has 2 minutes to complete their attempt. When the lifter has the bar under full control, they must wait until they receive the command, start. Then they have to lower the bar in a controlled manner and definitively stop it on the chest. Next, they press it upwards, block out both elbows simultaneously and hold the bar under control until the referee's command to wrap. At least 2 white lights are required from 3 referees for a good lift. A red light indicates a bad lift. Athletes have 3 attempts, and the winner is the athlete that lifts the heaviest weight. In the 3rd round, 2 weight changes are permitted. The weight change can be higher or lower. No changes are allowed if the lifter has already been called to the platform by the speaker, and or if the bar has already been loaded. To attempt a new record, it must exceed the previous one set by a minimum of 0.5 kilograms. Where a world record is broken during the actual 3 lifts of competition, the 0.5 kilograms does not count towards the competition total, but is rounded down to the full kilogram. The jury may allow a 4th attempt for a world record. This adds suspense to the competition, as a lifter could break the world record but may not win gold. Powerlifting offers a tense and dramatic spectacle where coaches have to be good strategists as their athletes battle to outlift their rivals.
Representing Chile, Cesar Pina.
So here's where the story ends. The World Powerlifting Junior Championships. We wrap up with the men. Up to 72, 80, 88 and over 107 kg. 4 titles to be decided. And we have, I estimate, 8 athletes in it.
Representing Russia, Islam Abdul-Kadirov.
Representing Great Britain, Chile, Egypt, Ukraine,
representing
Russia, and
Hassan
Iran.
Dalaver.
There's the warm-up area behind
Representing
the stage,
Russia,
which actually takes up quite a bit of the
Washchenko.
reception area of this
And
Hualing
representing Islamic Republic of Iran,
Sea City Hotel.
Saeed
Bonnie
Estem
Gustin.
Darzeda.
He's taken this junior title 2 years ago, and now he's the Paralympic champion.
Up to 72, up to 80, up to 88, and over 107 kilo category.
We won't see him today. He's moved on from the junior ranks, but boy, is he a good senior now. Saman Rahman, one of 3 recent champions in the last Paralympic cycle to sadly pass away. Never be missed. Always be missed, never be forgotten. Oliver Little will start us off, 100 kg. Here's our referees, Martin Matthijssen of the Netherlands, Yuri Ortiz of Colombia, and Pascalina Naranzaki of Greece. And here is our jury.
Please welcome the technical officials for this session.
is you. Rise up, woo, rise up, woo, rise up, rise up and face the demon. Rise up and face your fear. Rise up and face the devil. Rise up and dry your tears.
With 4 titles to be decided, and it's Oliver Little, Ollie Little of Great Britain, a former rugby player who's still only 16 years old.
88 kilo and over 107 kilo category. And we're starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Are you ready for para-powerlifting? The loaders are 101 kilos is on the bar, representing Great Britain, our first attempt. Oliver Little.
So here he comes, former rugby player, was a fly half from the northeast, Whitley Bay area. Going for 101. And the immediate lead in the 72 kg category. There are 4 in this. He's got a strong chance of a medal. Put it like this, if he gets this and one of the other 3 make a mess of their campaign, then he is on the podium. 101. Every single athlete we're seeing in this, all 8, it's their first major global championship.
No lift. Oliver Little.
Chest sequence went awry. All 3 giving that the thumbs down, so he's got a plan again.
Spotter loaders, please. 110 kilos. Rack height 12.
Didn't linger around the chest enough, so that's something fairly easy to be tidied up.
The bar is now
to
ready
correct in the
with
next
110 kilos. First
2
attempt,
rounds.
Representing Ukraine, Nazari Butkevich.
So now going for 110, this is in the same... Actually, we go up a weight division up to 80. There are 2 in this weight category, and Nazari Butkevich going for 110. And again, the only thing we can say in his resume, first major championship. But Ukraine have a really good talent spotting program across a lot of the major para sports. And he's the latest they've found. We've not seen him in a global event before. And there's only one of the 8 who we're seeing across all these weight divisions who's been in a significant underage continental event. The rest, it is a major championship debut. Full stop. So Butkevich, 110 for Ukraine. Oh yes,
Good
all
lift.
3.
Butkevich, Ukraine. Spotter loaders,
He
please.
is into the lead.
We need 111 kilos down. A rack height of 13.
Butkevich looking good. Nice, clear, clean, calm delivery. Got it raised, got it good. And got the
Bar is
clean
ready
bill of
with
health.
111 kilos. Cesar Pina, Chile.
So next up for Chile, now here's a nation with a brilliant powerlifting record, men and women. Here's the latest discovery, Cesar Pina. Sounds like they've left the whole country in. He's going in the 72 kilo weight division. It's the same as Oliver Little, and he's going for 111. Again, first major championship for the 20-year-old, so it'll be the only World Juniors that he'll be competing in. Cut-off point is your 20th birthday happening in the same year as a World Juniors, and if you're already 20 entering a World Championship year, then that's that. And is that it for him? 111. Pina. Oh no.
Pina.
Well, chest sequence. All three saying it's the chest sequence. So again, that's something to be ironed out, and not really that you'd have thought that difficult to get right, because that's a technique thing more than anything else. That's not a strength thing.
Thank you. The bar is ready at 112 kilos.
Two more attempts to come.
Mohammed, Egypt, first attempt.
Next up, Islam Mohammed of Egypt. He's going for 112, and again, he's in the same 72 kilo weight category. We haven't had a success in this weight division yet. So this to take the lead. $112 for Islam Mohammed, and a bit of a strain as that rose. But 2 out of 3 in his favour, so that's good news. He is the leader. Not just the new leader, the first leader in this competition.
Please. 115 kilos, rack height 12.
And something for the rest to aim for. And there's actually very little between the 4 first round attempts, frankly, only around a dozen kilos.
The bar is ready.
Next up, for Russia,
kilos.
Islam Abdul Kadyrov, 17 years old.
Russia.
First major championship, and his target is 115, and he's the last to go in this 72 kilo weight division. So, Abdul Kadyrov, 115, this to take the lead by 3 kilos. Oh, he hasn't, and it's all 3 against in the chest sequence.
Chest sequence, listed by all 3 referees.
That's
Spotter loaders, please.
something to be tidied up from as well.
17.
They all saw the same fault.
The bar is waiting for Hassan El Attar, Egypt, 125 kilos, first attempt.
We've got 3 still to go, and they are in 3 different weight categories. Hassan El Attar of Egypt, he's 20. Major championship debut. The target. He's in the 88 kilo weight division on his own. So targets to be met and so on. This to get on the board at the very least.
1 minute.
Once he got going, nothing to worry about. 2-1 in his favour. He's pulled it off, and 125 on the board. 2 out of 3 in his favour,
130 kilos.
and that will do.
Bar is ready, representing Russia. First attempt, 130 kilos. Leonid
Good job.
Voshenko.
And that puts him in a league of his own. Leonid Voshikov of Russia. This is in the over 107 kilo category. He weighs 139 kilos himself, and he's aiming for 130. First major championship, of course. So 130 to get off the mark.
One minute.
Raised
Good
successfully.
lift, Voshenko.
2-1 for him.
Spotter loaders, rack height 12. 100
Trot off the
kilos.
stage with a good solid mark to his name. Coach was just coming back just to nominate the next weight. That was
The bar is ready.
grand.
Saeed Eskender
Nothing
Zeda.
to worry about. We've got one more to go, and it's
Republic of Iran,
Saeed
first attempt.
Eskender for Iran. As we close to his lifetime best of 150, he's going for 140. This is in the 80 kilo weight division. Butkovic has already cleared 110 in this. This to go into the gold medal position. Asian Youth Games bronze medalist in 2017. 4 times he's been in the Iranian national championships and has finished 7th twice and 8th twice. 7th this year. So 140 to go into the gold medal position, and this is the second of the weight categories in which there is a battle for medals. And if that's good, it might just be the end of the battle straight away. It is 3 out of 3. 3 white lights.
This concludes
A whiteout.
number 1.
And Iskandar Zeda is into the gold medal position, and it will take something immense to knock him out of that. And I make that a new Asian junior record. The old mark 127 set by Dostan Abdustatarov 6 years ago. It is.
Thank you. The bar is
Here's
ready.
our various
Round
leaders:
two begins.
Islam Mohammed,
101 kilos, second attempt.
Saeed
Representing
Iskandar Zeda,
Great Britain,
Hassan
Oliver
Alata, and
Goodall.
Leonid Koschikov. New Asian junior record. Into round 2 then. And Oliver Little coming back, and he's going again for 101, and if he gets this right, then he goes into the silver medal position. There's only one successful lift so far at 72, and that held by Islam Mohammed of Egypt. Chance to put the pressure on the other two who've missed out, Cesar Pina and Islam Abdul Kadirov. .101, chest sequence went wrong last time. This time we're going.
No lift.
We were going to the flags.
No
Chest
lift.
sequence again. All three
The
against.
referees highlighted the chest sequence.
Same story. Pressure's on him now, really, to
Smaller loaders,
sort
please,
that out,
111
because
kilos, rack height
if he
13.
just managed to get success in either of those two lifts, he'd be in second place right now. And considering how the competition's going at the moment, he'd be in a very strong place. Bring it down, hold it, touch the chest, bring it back up
The bar is loaded.
without
The
bouncing it
athlete
off the chest.
representing Chile.
So,
Second attempt for Cesar Pina.
same story. Got to get that fixed. Next up, same weight division. And again, going for 111 as he did last time out, Cesar Pina of Chile. So Pina 111. Major representation in the senior ranks, of course. Juniors not so much this time around, but Pina can get himself into the
No
medals
lift.
if he gets that right, and he
Pina.
hasn't all three against on the chest.
sequence
One,
highlighted
one,
by all
one.
three referees.
No, no, no.
Smaller loaders set the rack at 16. and
So
load
he
115
still
kilos
to
on
get off the
board.
mark.
Bar is ready for Islam
Hasn't quite
Mohammed. Egypt 115
gone to plan
kilos,
for him at
second
all.
attempt.
So he is in jeopardy of a wipeout. He's had 2 strikeouts for now. Islam Mohammed of Egypt, who is leading in the 72 category by virtue of the fact he's the only one to successfully have an attempt today. That was 112, this is 115. In a very, very good position. 115 then for Islam Mohammed. Going strong, looking good. And this to strengthen his situation all the more so. Well, what was there to fault in that? Quite a bit by the looks of it. Chest sequence from all three, plus press sequence from one of the three. But that 112 has him in the gold medal position.
115 kilos again. Rack height 12.
All three went against. All three, and they were all unhappy with the chest sequence there.
The bar is ready. The athlete called, representing Russia, Islam Abdulkadirov. Second attempt.
There's quite a bit of red on that board. Islam Abdulkadirov coming next, and second attempt at 115 in this 72 kilo weight division, and hence a chance for the lead. He's not on the board right now. This to overtake Islam Mohammed to make it an Islam 1-2. Different nations. Abdulkadirov of Russia. So at 115, it's 2-1 in his favour, and that's good. And he goes into the gold medal position in this 72 kilo final, clearing 115. Game on now. 115 for Abdulkadirov, 112 for Islam Mohammed. That's the 1-2 in this 72 kilo final, which is sparked into life now. Super lift.
That bar is ready. 118 kilos.
Well, he'd all three referees going against him with that previous lift, but truth be told, it wasn't an awful attempt. As we move out of the 72 kilo category into the 80, where there's a battle for gold going on, and it's currently Butkovic lying in second place on 110, going for 118 here. It will keep him in second place because Erkan Darzeda has already lifted an Asian junior record of 140 kilos. Butkovic for Ukraine. Really lifting for second place now.
1 minute.
That's a decent stab at 118. He got it raised,
No
but it's
lift.
2-1 against.
Butkovic.
Different circumstances. Bar control from one referee and the press sequence from another. That's what's voted him down on a 2-1 basis.
Three lifts left in this round. This one belongs to Hassan Alata.
We've still got 3 to
That
go.
bar is ready for him now. 137 kilos.
So in the
representing
88 kilo
Egypt,
category,
Hassan
lifting
Alata.
on his own in this, Hassan Alata of Egypt, who's cleared 125, and this for 137. That's only 8 kilos off Mohammed Hussein's African junior record. It was set in Dubai at the Fazal World Cup in 2019. He's adding 12 kilos to a successful first round attempt. This for an impressive leap. And obviously in the higher weight categories, those leaps will be a lot more significant. Al Attar, 137. Successfully raised. Cleanly raised though? Yes it was! A trio of whites. A whiteout.
45 kilos.
On the brink of going 3 for 3 maybe. 137. He's well on the way. He's looking really good for it too. El Attar clearing 137 and doing it in the best, most obvious way possible.
Bar is ready, 145 kilos,
Smash.
a 15-kilo increase.
That's 2. One more to come. May aim
Voshenko.
heading towards 150. We've got 2 more to go.
Russia.
Leonard Voschikov will be next.
Voshenko.
So 130 in the first round, going for 145. He's in the category all of his own, the over 107. So 15-kilo hop. This for a new European junior record. Trying to break the current European junior record of 130 he set in the previous round. It had been 127 for Victor Kedzi of Poland, going back to the Europeans in Berkshire 3 years ago. So another European junior record being attempted, 145.
1 minute.
Raised to the top,
No
but
lift.
all
Voshenko.
3 against on the chest sequence, so his second European junior record of the day is missed out on.
Slaughter loaders, please. 150 kilos, rack height 12. Bar ready. 150 kilos, second attempt. Representing Islamic Republic of Iran, Saeed Eskandarzadeh.
An Asian junior record last time out at 140 for Saeed Eskandarzadeh. This to add a further 10 onto it to pretty much make sure of gold. 150 for a new Asian junior record. This at 80 kg. And the record had been 127, held by Dostan Abdusattorov of Uzbekistan, Setan Almaty at the Asian Championships back in 2015. He added 13 kilos onto that. This to add 23 onto the old record, 10 onto his new one. Aiming for a new Asian junior record, 150.
Good
And
lift.
he has!
Iran.
2 out of 3.
That concludes the second
Eskandarzadeh
round
with another Asian
Round
junior
3
record.
begins
And this one
with a load of
for
101 kilos and a
150.
rack of 14.
Excellent. Well, he's having some day. He's added a huge amount. He's added about 25% or thereabouts onto the Asian junior record. What power. It has risen from 127 kilos to 150. It's probably about 20%
The bar
that he
is
has
loaded
added
with
on
101 kilos.
to the record today. And
Third
usually you're
attempt
talking about
representing Great Britain,
narrow
Oliver
margins, maybe 1 or
Little.
2%, a couple of kilos. He's added 23 onto it. Oh, That's just tremendous. To wrap up, Oliver Little for Great Britain, and his third and final attempt at 101, and aiming, if he can get past the chest sequence woes, to leap up into bronze. Third and final attempt, trying to avoid being wiped out. No problem with the raising again.
Good
Oh,
hit.
2 out of 3 in his favour. He's up into bronze as Little. Big chance now. Goes third. 2 out of the 3 in his favour, and Little is in the bronze medal position. Issue addressed, and now we can maybe get
Little
dressed
just moved himself into a medal
for a medal
position,
ceremony.
but an athlete can still knock him back out of the medals.
Job done,
And that athlete,
and he will know
111
in the space of
kilos,
2
third
minutes
attempt,
if he stays there or not. He
Pena,
knows instantly,
Chile.
because Cesar Pena is the only man who can leap into the medals now. Same boat. 2 unsuccessful attempts so far, trying to avoid a wipeout. And this would put him into bronze. He could aim if he wanted to for 112. Put him into the silver medal position, but 111 he's staying conservative with. In terms of the body weight, they're head to head, he'd go level with Islam Mohammed on 112, and his body weight is about half a kilo lighter, so 112 would have been a chance for silver, but he's not on the board. He's just thinking about bronze in these Junior World Championships. Now, how nice did that look?
No
Not enough.
lift.
2-1
Pena,
against,
Chile, 111
and the 2
kilos.
saying no in the chest sequence, and he is wiped out. 3 attempts, 3 strikeouts.
Please, rack height 12, 120
Oliver Little wins
kilos.
bronze for Great Britain, and Cesar Pena misses out. First time that he had one scored against him, 2-1 as opposed to 3-0. And unsuccessful today, unfortunately.
Bar is
And
ready.
something that he can only put down to
Ukraine,
experience in
third
future.
attempt, 120 kilos.
So now, the last 2 attempts in this weight division, and there is a serious battle on for the gold. Islam Mohammed clearing 112. Islam Abdul Kadirov clearing 115. Something to be resolved as we go to 80 kg category, and Butkovic is cleared 110, going for 120, but he will finish in second place because of those Asian junior records of Saeed Eskander of Iran. He's already got a successful mark of 110. That put him on the board, so
No lift.
all of the
Butkovic.
colours lighting up in this, all 3 going against him, and 2 of them
Spotter
going
loaders,
against on
120
chest
kilos,
sequence, 1 on
rack
bar
height
control, and another one
16.
throwing in press sequence as well. Doesn't matter. He finishes second. His first lift was successful, so he's on the board. But that means it is gold for
Bar
Saeed
is ready, 120
Eskandar
kilos.
Zeda,
Final attempt
for
Egypt,
sure.
Islam Mohammed.
Islam Mohammed then. So here is the joust for the gold. So both Islam Mohammed and Islam Abdul Kadirov are going for 122. Mohammed has the lighter body weight. So if they're both successful and they both stay at 122, then it's Mohammed who gets the gold. Mohammed currently in second, this to go into the gold medal position, and it will be silver at least for Islam Mohammed. A strain to get that raised at 122, and he's looking and he's waiting, and it's gone against, and it's all on chess sequence from all three. It is silver. The gold desired. He didn't get it, but he has the World Junior silver.
Loaders, 122 kilos again.
And Islam Abdul Kadirov is the junior world champion. 112, Islam Mohammed's successful mark, his only successful mark.
Bar is ready. Islam Abdul Kadirov.
All watching for that chess sequence and all voting it down, and he really wanted that gold. He felt it was there for the taking. Potentially it will be silver instead, and I wonder if his thoughts will have come around to that by the time of the medal ceremony, because here is the new junior world champion, Islam Abdul Kadirov, and he's going for 122. The gold secured with that second round success of 115. This for 122. This is his lap of honour. Nope, all three against chess sequence from all three, and two of them also unhappy with the press sequence as well. So he takes the world title,
150 kilos,
but he doesn't get the heaviest lift of 122.
Rack height 18.
And according to the referees, it had all gone ragged from here.
Bar is loaded at 150 kilos. Representing Russia, the only athlete in the plus 107 kilo category.
Now we go to over 107.
Voshchenko.
And staying on a sequence, he's already had a European junior record in this heaviest of the junior weight categories. Cleared 130 in the opening round, missed 145 in the second, but Leonid Voshchikov of Russia going now for 150 and another new European junior record. Almost 8 p.m. Tbilisi time. We've had 11 hours of competition, and this is the third last lift of these Junior World Championships. Already added 3 kilos onto the European junior record, and this to add a further 20 on top of that. Successful at 130.
1 minute.
This to be successful at 150. Voshchikov. Well, he's got it raised, which is half the battle. How clean was it?
Good
Enough!
Voshchenko.
3 out of 3. It is a new, massive European junior record.
Spotter loaders,
150, and
kilos
all
now,
3
rack height
in his
17.
favour. tremendous lift. And he can't really have done any more what he has asked of himself today. The European junior
That bar
record.
is ready. 154
He has
kilos,
added
final
23
attempt
kilos
belonging to
onto
Egypt,
it today.
Hassan Al-Atta. Third attempt.
Hassan El-Attar, the only lifter in the 88 kilo category, is going for 154 here. That would be a new African junior record. Mohammed Hussein setting that, 145 kilos at the Fazal World Cup in Dubai in 2019. Record that will stay in Egypt no matter what. El-Attar looking for massive glory. $154.
1 minute.
African junior record, adding 17 kilos onto the bar compared to his last attempt. Can he make this happen? It would be something if he did. Up it went, up he comes, sprung up. Yes! Yes!
Good
2 out of
lift.
3,
El-Atta,
and it's an
Egypt,
African junior record
154
by
kilos.
9 kilos. 2-1 in his favour. Absolutely fantastic. Mohammed Hussein holding 2 African junior records going into this, and it has been beaten, and well beaten.
162 kilos.
154. So we've had in this competition 2 European junior records, an African junior record, and 2 Asian junior records, and we have 1 more attempt. That's another Asian junior record. And it will be an attempt at a junior world record 2.
It belongs to Saeed Eskandar Zeda, Iran. Third attempt.
162 his target. The world junior record at this 80 kilo weight division is 161. That's why he's gone for the 162 to add 1 kilo onto it. The world record set by Julien Avon and Boumet at the European Championships in Ego, November 2015. 6 years and 1 day ago. Eskandar Zeda, 2 Asian junior records today. This for the world record, but he's not got it. All 3 against.
Eskandar Zeda.
Not this time. He went for it, he did not get it.
This concludes round 3, but we have at least 1 4th attempt requested.
So the
Spotter loaders, please.
world junior record attempt
64 kilos.
at 80
Rack height 17.
kilos, unsuccessful. We've 1 more lift to come. A power lift, Hassan El-Attar, going at 88 kilos for a new junior world record here as well. Before that, Eskandar Zeda with 2 excellent Asian junior records of 140 and 150. Adding 23 kilos to
The
the
bar is ready. This would be a fourth
Asian
attempt.
junior record,
Hassan
and that
Al-Athar,
could have been 35. Anyway,
164
aiming
kilos.
for
the
junior world
in this
record.
category right now is 163 kilos.
Andrei
Will it be
Samovic
different in 2 minutes time? Hassan
set
Al-Athar,
for Russia.
Egypt. Fourth
Again,
attempt, the power
6
lift.
years and 1 day ago. 163 kilos from Samovic. That was again in Ego, same as Avon and Boumet. Well, it would have been quite something if 2 world records set the same day had both been broken on the same day, 6 years on. Eskander Zeda came close, didn't get it. What about Al-Athar now? African junior record with his 3rd attempt of 154. This 164. This to add 1 kilo onto the junior world record and 19 kilos onto the outgoing African junior record of 145. He's cleared 154. This 164 for a new junior world record. Al-Athar 164 for the junior world record, and it's a struggle. Well, he knows that it was beyond him today, but instead,
Hassan Al-Athar, Egypt.
an African junior record of 154, the junior world record of 164 has not happened today.
This concludes the session of the men's up to 72, 80, 88, and over 107.
His last competition as a junior wanted to bow out with the world record, which continues to be held by Andrei Samovic. Al-Athar gave it a really good go, but it was out of control, and that was not going to pay off for him. A decent try. Got most of it, not enough of it. So here are our winners: Islam Abdul Kadyrov of Russia, Saeed Eskander Zeda of Iran, Hassan Al-Athar of Egypt, Leonard Voshchikov of Russia. Cesar Pina did not register a mark, and the rest did. The victory ceremonies will be on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the victory ceremony for the men's up to 72 kilo category at the 2021 World Junior Parapowerlifting Championships.
So the medal ceremonies to begin. The men's up to 72 kilo event, and all three medals were up for grabs in this. This was competitive all the way through, and whilst it didn't produce any records, it gave us a chase for medals that was only decided with the final lift, really. It was still all up for grabs going into the final round. It was still in doubt what the four finishing positions would be. The men's 72 kg victory ceremony, and it's bronze. Major championship debut for Oliver Little. He needed 3 attempts to clear 101, but he got there in the end with the third and final attempt, and he picks up the world bronze medal.
Islam Mohammed.
Well, what a battle after that for the gold. Islam Mohammed and Islam Abdulkadirov both going for 122 in the final round. They both missed it, so as their previous best efforts that earned the medals. Islam Mohammed the silver for Egypt, and gold for Russia for Islam Abdulkadirov. Cleared 115 in that second round of the 3, missed out 122. And in the end didn't need it because Islam Mohammed had not got it either. It is gold for Russia, for Islam Abdulkadirov. Abdulkadirov gets the gold for Russia, clearing 115. Islam Mohammed the silver for Egypt, 112. And Oliver Little gets the bronze for Great Britain, 101. At the age of 16. How many more times will we hear that anthem this week? You'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the victory ceremony for the 2021 World Junior Para-Powerlifting Championships in Tbilisi, Georgia, and the men's up to 80 kilo category.
Next up, the 80 kilo victory ceremony, and a good two-way battle in this between Nazary Butkevich of Ukraine and Saeed Eskandarzadeh of Iran.
Please welcome the medalists.
Two Asian junior records in this for Eskandarzadeh of 140 and 150 kg. Previous mark was 127 for Doston Abdusattorov.
Republic of Iran. Saeed
His third attempt, 162, which would have been his third Asian junior record of the day, and a new world junior record. Overtaking the mark of Julien Avon Boumet. Just missed out, but he is the world junior champion. He's lifted 150, and it's a new
of the
Asian
Islamic
junior record.
Republic of Iran.
Gold for
Congratulations
Iran
to the medalists.
in what was a tremendous competition. It's always great when records are attempted and broken. And we had new records, continental records in 3 of the 4 weight categories. Including the 2 where there was only 1 competitor in it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the victory ceremony of the 2021
So
World
Hassan
Junior
El Atter of
Para-Powerlifting
Egypt
Championships
was
in
the
Tbilisi,
only competitor
Georgia.
in the men's 88
This
kilo
is
category.
the men's up to 88 kilo category.
So could he do enough in those circumstances to get the gold? You don't just show up and lift 10 kilos and that's it, you're the only one in it, you get the gold, because you've really got to earn your corn, or in this case your medal. And for El Atter, a new African junior record, and right at the end an attempt at a new junior world record, and he came very close to it. He was frustrated, beat the bench a bit when he didn't get it, but the African junior record, 154, beating the mark from 2.5 years ago. Mohammed Hussein, his countryman out of Egypt, that was 145. He's added 9 kilos to it, to 154. Went for an attempt at a junior world record then for 164, trying to break the mark. Almost exactly 6 years ago, 6 years and a day ago, 26th of November 2015,
Everyone,
Andrei
please
Samovic
rise
of
if you're
Russia
able. For the
didn't get the
anthem
world
of
record,
Egypt.
got the African junior record, and gets the gold at 88 kg for Egypt.
Congratulations.
Further
to the
success for
medalists.
Egypt. He knows his way around the stage so well. Most of the time. Hassan El Attar takes the 88 kilo gold and a new African junior record.
This concludes day one of action in Tbilisi for 2021 and World Para-Powerlifting
And Saeed
Championship. Day two
Eskan
starts.
Darzeda
The first competition
with that
starts
gold
at
in the
10 a.m.
80
as we
and Leonid
transition from the junior age
Voschikov
athletes to the seniors.
with
Thank
the
you for
victory
taking
in
the
the
time
over
to enjoy
107
this
kilo
championship, and we
category.
hope to see you
European junior
tomorrow.
record of 150. Takes the victory in that. And that's the end of the World Para-Powerlifting World Junior Championships. The seniors kick off tomorrow.